What's going on, guys? Josh back with you, doing the second Ravnica Allegiance box opening. We had a really epic first box. Let's take a look to see how we will do with the second box. Let me know how your guys' polls have been going. Been getting some good stuff. We did not get an ooze in the first one. That was disappointing. And the Crisis, we did not get one of those either. But hopefully this time it will be both of those cards. That would be awesome. So we'll go through these much quicker this time. I'm doing a little different format also. We're gonna go through these pretty quick, and I'm just gonna use the single camera this time to make it easier for editing and just getting it up posted online. So we are starting off with a Ministrant of Obligation, which is great. 3/2/1. If it dies, it creates two 1/1 flyers. Then Pitiless Pontiff, sacrifice, and it gets indestructible death touch till end of turn. Man, this is an Orzhov pack if I've ever seen one. Look at this. 3 Orzhov cards. And then the Orzhov Enforcer. Great card, 2 mana for death touch. Afterlife 1 can really take out like a Carnage Tyrant. And a Shockland. I will definitely take... Whoa! Look at that first pack. Look at that. That is epic. All right, Stomping Grounds, Shockland, definitely take that. Then first pack, we get a foil rare and a good rare. Like you can use this if you adapt her. She can kill a Carnage Tyrant. That is what's up. So it's 4 mana for a 4/4. If a creature has a 1/1 counter on it when she comes in, you get to draw a card. And then each creature that has control, a 1/1 counter on it also has trample. And then you could turn her into an 8/8. That is an epic first pull. Gruel, Guildgate, and a zombie. All right. Starting off strong. I do like the ill-gotten. What are we at there? I do like the ill-gotten gains. There we go. Okay, Biogenic Upgrade. So it's 6 mana. Distribute 3 1/1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures. Then double the number of 1/1 counters. That is game changing, but definitely late game. Syndicate Guildmage. Ten Street Dodger. 1 for 1/1 haste. Can't be blocked. That's pretty cool. Tithe Taker. I do like Tithe Taker. 2 mana for a 2/1. During your turn, spells the opponent casts cost 1 more to cast, and abilities your opponent activates cost 1 more unless they pay the 1. And it has Afterlife. I do like that. And Azorius Guildgate. Spirit. Always need spirit tokens. Good old Orzhov. So what's your guys' favorite decks to play? I thought I was going to do much better with Gruel online, and I'm not doing too well. Doing pretty good with green. Simic. Doing real well with Simic builds. Do like the Simic. All right, Angelic Exaltation. So this is 4 mana. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets XX, where it's the total of number of creatures you control. This is game changing. That is a really good uncommon. Oop. Put this over. Forbidding Spirit, or Forbidding, 3 mana for a 3/3, and when it comes into play the next turn, the opponent cannot, or they can attack, but they have to pay 2 for each creature that they want to attack with. And another Orzhov Enforcer, Thrash, and Threat. So 2 mana, target creature controlled deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control, or create a 4/4 creature with Trample, Simic Guildgate, and a Thopter. Not too shabby. There we go. Let's get our yield. All right. Trollbred Guardian, 5 mana for a 5/5. Adapt 2, and each creature with a 1/1 counter has Trample. So I definitely like the Zagana way better. Way better. Because the Trample, where are you at? There you go. I don't know. She's only 4 mana to bring out, where that guy is 5. He is a 5/5, but I think she is way better. So let's keep opening up. Take a look here. Beliska Bellhaunt, I like that. 4 mana, 3/4. When it enters battlefield, opponent discards a card and you gain a life. Azorius Skyguard. Look at that. Flying first strike. Opponent creatures are -1 to attack. 6 mana, but still epic. Guardian Project. I don't really like this. So you get to draw a card as long as if you don't have a card with the same name in your graveyard or in play. It's like $1, I bet. I can't imagine it being too much. Here we go. Frilled Mystic. Epic. 4 mana for a 3/2 flash that counters a spell. Can't go wrong. Gatebreaker Ram. I do want to make a gate deck. This one is 3 mana for a 2/2, and you put a 1/1 counter for each gate you control. And as long as you have 2 or more gates, it has Vigilance and Trample. That is sick. Rumbling Ruin. 6 mana. When it enters battlefield, count the number of 1/1 counters on creatures you control. Creatures your opponent controls with power less than that can't block this turn. It is pretty powerful. I don't see it being played, honestly. No way, another Prime Speaker Vannifar. That's awesome. I pulled one in the last box that was foil. So that is cool. I really need to find a good deck to build around her. I think she might be more towards the what's it called? The 100 Commander. I have not actually played Commander yet. I do have a Commander deck. Look at that Final Payment. That is a good card for a comment. So is Quench. Okay. Here we go. So Gyre Engineer. I do like this guy. I'm not seeing them put in a lot of Simic decks, though. It's 3 mana for 1/1, and it adds tap to add 2 mana. That is pretty decent, but this is necessary for Orzhov deck. Help me win several games. So it's 4 mana for a 2/3. Whenever a creature, another one of my creatures dies, you get to deal 1 damage to the opponent, and you gain a life. So that is just awesome. Sentinel's Mark, 2 mana, flash, enchant creature, gets +1/+2, and has Vigilance. If you cast it on your turn during your main phase, it has lifelink till end of turn. That's pretty cool. And another Shockland. I'll take that. We want about 4 Shocklands. That really helps even the box out. Because they're around, Shocklands are around $8 to $10 a piece. So we got 4 in our last box. All right. So we are going to start out with, I love this, the Screaming Shield. I like the art on that. That is pretty sweet. 1 mana, and then it's 3 to equip. And equip creature has +3 defense, and tap 2 and tap the creature. Put the top 3 cards of the opponent's library into the graveyard. Sweet. Carnival Carnage. So do 1 damage to target opponent and then 1 damage to 1 creature they have, or does 3 damage to that opponent and the player discards 2 cards. That is brutal for 4 mana. I do like that. Bloodmist Infiltrator. I haven't seen this played honestly that much. It's 3 mana for a 3/1, and if you sack a creature, then this can't be blocked. Revenge. This card has been used on me a couple times. It's pretty interesting. So for 2 mana, you can return a creature card converted mana cost to 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty powerful. That is good. Or Revenge. For 6 mana, you double your life and target opponent loses half their life. Talk about a oh crap moment if you get that off. That is pretty cool. Okay, here is the Gate Colossus. So this would be going in the Gate deck. So it's 8 mana, but it's 1 less for each gate you control. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And when it enters the battlefield under your control, you can put a Gate Colossus. Whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, you may put Gate Colossus from your graveyard on top of your library. So it can just keep coming back. Clear this stage. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. If you control a creature with 4 or greater power, you may return up to 1 target creature from your graveyard to your hand. That's pretty cool. This is good in a Simic deck. So, hold on, let's see. Oh, there she is, Angel of Grace. Look at that. I did not pull this on the last box. It was a little bit overhyped, I think, but it definitely is in a decent area of playing and building decks to have her in. 5 mana for a 5/4 flash flying. When it enters the battlefield until end of turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. Then pay 6 mana, exile this from the graveyard, and you gain 10 life. I think that's awesome. I really like the art on that too. Ooh, and a foil. That is cool. Law Mage's Bindings. Great card. Great card. Where's look at that. 2 Shock Lands and 2 Mythic already. Persistent Petitioners. I do want to build a deck around this. I think it'd be fun. Just mess with people. It's like a mill deck. And then on top of that, you use that Screaming Shield. That would be cool. Okay, so Enraged Karatok. 4 mana for a 4/4. Can't be blocked with creatures power 2 or less, so it's not going to get chunk blocked. Skatewing Spy. I do like this on a flying deck. 4 mana for a 2/3, and all your creatures with flying have 1/1, and it can adapt to make it a 4/5. Then the Gruel Clan Mage. Worst rare ever. You got to get through the bolt to get to the good stuff. So there is that. I like this guy. The artwork on it. Oh, yeah. There you go. I'm gonna go hello. All right. Gruel, a Beastmaster. I think this card is pretty decent, I have to say. 4 mana for a 2/2, and you can make it either a 3/3 or have it have haste. And then whenever it attacks, another target creature you control gets its attack power put onto that one. So awesome. Definitely, this card is awesome. Essence Capture for 2 mana. Target or counter target creature spell, and you get a 1/1 counter on one of your creatures. And then the Simic and Guild Mage. Not too shabby. Yeah, buddy. That is it. Gruel Spellbreaker. You want to run like at least 2, 3, preferably, in your Gruel deck. This is one of the main focuses of a Gruel deck. So 3 mana for 3/3 Riot. That is insane already. Also has Trample, and as long as it's your turn, Gruel Spellbreaker, and you have Hexproof. So it's amazing. What a great card. Definitely a good pull there. All right, the Silhana Wayfinder, 2/1. You can look at the top 4 cards and reveal a creature or a land card. So this is good because if you need a creature or a land, which you're probably looking for one of those, you can get that exactly what you need. Clamor Shaman, I don't really like this. 3 mana for a 1/1 Riot, and when it attacks, target creature an opponent controls can't block. Too expensive in my mind. Coded Constraint, 3 mana. Target creature gets -4 until end of turn, draw a card. If you play this on your turn during your main phase, tap that creature and it doesn't untap during the opponent's turn. Worst card ever. I'm not even gonna read it. Ooze. Maybe that's a good sign. We want some ooze. Alright. I don't like this card, honestly. It's not too good. 5 mana for 4/4. You can remove a 1/1 counter off one of your creatures and does 2 damage to any target. Already had that. Sentinel's Mark, another Orzhov Enforcer, and a Warrant Warden. Put target attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library. Or create a 4/4 Flying Vigilance Sphinx token. Okay, we are 12 packs in. Officially a third through the box. High alert. If you ever wanted to build a wall deck, this is the card you need. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to the toughness rather than its power. Creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have Defender. And then 4 mana, untap a creature. Another Troll Bred Guardian. Sky Tether. Awesome, awesome card. 1 mana. Enchant creature. Enchant a creature as Defender and lose its flying. Rip him out of the sky. And a 3rd Shockland, Hallowed Fountain. Ding, 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 ding. I like it, I like it. All right. Let's keep this going. Yes, another Persistent Petitioners. Ooh, Skewer the Critics. I like that. I like that. Okay. And, Growth Spiral. What a great card. Great art. Also. All right, Rhythm of the Wild. So this is the other key card for Gruel decks. 3 mana. This is, if you can get this out the 3rd turn, I know you're going to probably take some damage from not playing another creature for blocking, but this is imperative. Creatures you control can't be countered, and then non-token creatures you control have Riot. So that means everything coming out is either haste or 1/1, and they can't be countered. Cavalcade of Calamity, 2 mana. So if you have a 0 or a 1 creature attacking, this deals 1 damage to the player or the planeswalker. Another Forbidding Spirit, and all right, I'll take it. Look at this. We're already at 3 mythics. That is awesome. I would run 2 of these definitely in a Gruel deck. That is cool. We got him in the last box also. I am feeling really lucky on this box. This is insane. Insane. All right, Rally to Battle. So 4 mana, creature you control get +1/+3 until end of turn. Untap them. So this is just trickery at its finest. So you can attack, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to be able to attack you back in the next turn because everything's going to be tapped, and then you play that. Booyah, drill bit. 3 mana. It has a spectacle cost of 1. So if you've done damage to the opponent, you can just pay 1. Target player reveals hand. You choose a non-land card from it, and they discard it. Collusion Colossus. So this does 6 damage to a creature with flying, or target creature gets 4/2 and trample till end of turn. Awesome. Ethereal Absolution. This is so cool. For 6 mana, creatures you control get 1/1. Opponent's creatures -1/-1, and then you can exile cards from the opponent's graveyard. And if it's a creature card, you create a spirit. I've played decks that had played 2 or 3 of those. Oh my goodness, you're wiped out. If there's 3 of those on the board, you have to play a 4/4 to even have anything on the board. And their creatures are just so beefy by that time. Oh, I mean, the odds that they can get that many off, it's only happened once, but it is pretty cool nevertheless. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, another clear the stage. Let's see, what are you doing here, buddy? There we go. Another clear the stage. Ooh, I like this guy. The Rakdos Firewheeler. Alright, so it is 4 mana, but it's a 4/3, does 2 damage to the opponent and 2 damage to a creature. So you're really getting some bang for the buck out on this guy. Then the Gruel Clan Mage and a Mirror March. I haven't seen any Mirror March decks yet, but I think they would be fun to play. Not probably going to win too often, but that is pretty cool. Let me know if you guys have a Mirror March deck. Make a link, or put it in the comments so I can go link it. Alright, so then, here we go. So we got the Sundar Shaman, 4 mana for a 5/5, can't be blocked by more than 1 creature, and if it deals combat damage to a player, destroy a target artifact or enchantment. That is epic. I like that. Smelt Ward Inginus, 2 mana for a 2/1. You can sacrifice it and gain control of target creature with power 3 or less until end of turn. Gains haste. Swirling Torment, 6 mana. Put target creature on top of the owner's library, or return target creature to its owner's hand, or both. Rixmati Revealer, yeah, is good for a Rakdos deck. 2/2 for 2 mana, or Spectacle for 4. When it comes in, you draw a card and discard a card, or if you pay the Spectacle cost instead, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. You're probably going to be out of cards when you play this, so that is awesome. Ooh, and then a foil Gruel Gate, or illusion token. Windstorm Drake. I also like this one. 5 mana. 5. There we go. 5 mana. Flying. Other creatures with flying get +1. That is awesome. Another Coda Constraint. Dovin's Acuity. 3 mana. Enters battlefield, you gain 2 life and draw a card. When you cast an instant spell during your main phase, you may return Dovin's Acuity to your hand. Pretty decent. There we go. 3rd Shockland. This has been a great deck, or a great box so far. I'm telling you. Man, we still have like 20 more packs to go. We're burning through it. Alright. Another screw critics. Sphinx of the New Frogs. It is 4 mana for a 4/3 flying vigilance. If opponents want to target this, they have to pay 2 more mana. Where are we at? Come on. There we go. Regenesis, 5 mana, put 2 cards from your graveyard into your hand. Spirits of the Spires. This one is the 4 mana for 2/4 flying. Other flying creatures get a +1 defense. Yes, Biomancer's Familiar. I actually did need this. I need a couple more. So 2 mana for a 2/2. Activated abilities of creatures you control cost 2 less to activate, and they can't reduce it less than 1 mana. Tap. Next time a target creature adapts this turn, it adapts as though it had no 1/1 counters on it. Epic. 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 Love that. So many good combos you can do with that. Okay, so Gateway Sneak, 3 mana, 1/3. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it can't be. Oh, whenever a gate enters battlefield, it can't be blocked. Whenever it deals combat damage, draw a card. That's actually pretty cool. Zarta Goblin, 2 mana for 2/2 Riot. That's not shabby at all. Sky Tether. And a Variety Circle, 3 mana. Target, whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't declared as an attacker, you may draw a card. Tap creature without flying. Oh, that's interesting. Haven't seen anybody use that though. But still interesting nonetheless. All right, Galloping Lizarog. I like the artwork on that thing. So 5 mana, 3/3 trample. Enters battlefield. You may remove any number of 1/1 counters amongst any creatures you control. Put that twice as many counters on this guy. And he has trample. That is cool. Yes. This is game changing. Wilderness Reclamation, 4 mana at the beginning of your end step. Untap all hands. People are calling for this to be banned already. Cry of the Carnarium. This is a huge sideboard card right now in all the big tournaments. 3 mana. All creatures get -2, -2. Exile all creature cards and all graveyards that were put there from battlefield this turn. If a creature would die this turn, exile it instead. That is insane. And a Bedeck and a Bedazzle. Ooh. Foil. Incubation. So this one, you get a look at the top 5 cards and put a creature card in your hand. Or you can turn any creature, exile a creature, and it turns into a 3/3 frog token. I was going to tell you about that earlier. That's the foil. That's this. And this one is... This one, target creature gets +3, -3 until end of turn, or destroy target non-basic land, and it does 2 damage to the opponent's or planeswalker. But that's 6 mana. Ooh, so rare. Put it in the rare pile, y'all. All right. Maybe. Bloop. There we go. All right. Another Frailed Mystic. Take that. Another Dovin's Acuity. Scrabbling Claws, 1 mana for a artifact that target player exiles a card from their graveyard for tapping this. Sacrifice the claws and exile a card from a graveyard, draw a card. Precognitive Perception. I like the name of that card. That's pretty awesome. So 5 mana, draw 3 cards as an instant speed. Or if you do it on your main phase, you get a scry 3, then draw 3. That is a very powerful card. Emblem. Coral Commando. Spiral. Okay, I think this is the 3rd one in the box so far. Where are you at? Right here. Boop. Alright. And then a Bacilla Bellhaunt. A Rakdos Guildmage. Yes, Simic Sundry. Yeah. This is awesome. So 2 mana. Alright, this is a win condition for Simic if you build the deck right around it. this card. So it is 3 mana, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on a creature you control, put that many growth counters on Simic Sundry. At the beginning of your upkeep, if this has 20 or more growth counters on it, you win the game. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner. Chicken dip. Okay, coming in with the Congregate and Consume. Exile a target card from graveyard, draw a card. Target player sacrifices the creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. You gain life equal to its power. Great for Carnage Tyrant. Spire Mangler, 3 mana for a 2/1. It's flying flash, and target creature with flying gets +2 attack till end of turn. Carnival Carnage and Bethanic Biomancer, 1 for a 1/1. Whenever you put a 1 counter on this, draw a card, then discard a card. Ooh, and then applied Biomancy. Choose 1 or both. Target creature gets 1/1 till end of turn. Return target creature to owner's hand. I'll take foil. All right, this is our 24th pack. 2/3 through. I love that Twilight Panther. That thing is cool. All right. Vindictive Vampire. Like I said, Orzhov. Flames of the Raised Boar. So it's 6 mana. Does 4 damage to target creature opponent controls. If you have a creature with 4 or greater power, it then deals 2 damage to all creatures that opponent controls. Sphinx of the Guild Pack. 7 for a 5/5. It is all colors. It's flying and it's hex proof from all monocolored. So they can only kill this with, where are we at here? They can only kill this with a gold card, which is pretty interesting. There it is, everybody. The Biogenic Ooze. This is what I was looking for. I knew it when we got that Ooze token. I knew it. I felt it. This is what I wanted. Man, so we are at 4 mythics already. We still have 12 more packs. Man, this box is destroying me. I think we're at 3 Shocklands. I think. All right, here we go. We got the Acrobat, 3 mana for 2/3. You can Spectacle cost it for 2 if you've damaged him. And then you can pay 1 black to give this Death Touch till end of turn, or turn it into a 4/1 for 1 more red. 10th Street. Smothering Tithe. That's an interesting card. I don't know. Ooh, what's this one? The Caretaker. That's cool. I like that. I like the color on that. All right, here we go. Eyes Everywhere. I bet the foil is really epic looking on this. So this is at the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. I like that a lot. And then as long as the opponent's not playing blue, you go ahead and pay 6, exchange control of Eyes Everywhere and target non-land permanent. Activated this ability only. Yeah, exchange. Okay, yeah, I read it right. Exchange control of Eyes Everywhere to target non-land permanent. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery. That is awesome, being able to scry 1 every turn. There's the Zorius Guildmage. Tome of the Guildpack. Wah, wah. Ooh. I think I like this more. Gruel the Beastmaster foil. I like that. And Orzhov Guildgate. Eyes Everywhere again. Borak Clan Smasher. Ooh, I love this card. I think I talked about this in the last video, but absolutely hands down. 1 mana for a 1/3 defender that you can sack later on to give one of your creatures indestructible. End-raise Forerunners. This is a way to end the game. 8 mana for 7/7 Vigilance, Trample, Haste. Enters battlefield. All creatures you control get 2/2 Vigilance, Trample until end of turn. This is how to end a game right there. Ooze token. Yay. All right. Sharp Doe Crab. Sharp Doe Crab. Look at that artwork. That is so cool. 4 mana for a 4/4. Whenever you put a 1/1 counter on this, tap target creature. It doesn't untap during the opponent's next untap phase. And it's an adapt 1 for 4. Dagger Caster. I like this versus Orzhov decks. 4 mana for a 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, deal 1 damage to the opponent and 1 damage to each creature it controls. Talk about a board wipe. Another Scrabbling Claws. And another Zagana Utopian Speaker. Great card. I'll probably only run 2 in a Simic deck though, because it is legendary. It is a good card. There we go. Good old light up the stage. Important in a red mana mono red deck. 3 mana or spectacle cost 1 if you've already damaged the opponent, and then you exile the top 2 cards of your library. You have till the end of next turn to play those cards. Cool. Firebrand Artist. A 2 mana for a 2/2. Haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack a creature and do 2 damage to an opponent. Wall of Lost Thoughts. A 2 mana for a 0/4. When it enters the battlefield, target player puts a top 4 card. That's great for a mill deck. 4 cards. Theater of Horrors. I like this. Is ups your draw. So at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card from your library, and it goes on to here. Then, as long as you've damaged the opponent, you can play cards under this card. I'd put 2 of those in a deck. Anything to help up your drawing abilities. Okay, Archway Angel. Needed it. There we go. So it's 6 mana. I don't know if I'd even use this in a Guildgate deck. 6 mana, 3/4. But when it enters battlefield, gain 2 life for each gate you control. Mortify, run 4 of these in any Orzhov deck. Destroy target creature or enchantment for 3. Boom. Spire Mangler. Ooh, I like this guy. 3 mana for a 3/2 Menace Death Touch. So they have to block with more than 1. And all spells, instant and sorcery spells you control have Death Touch. That is so awesome. So awesome. Okay. We're flying through this. If you're still with me, thanks for tuning in. And like I mentioned in the last video, as soon as I hit 10 subscribers, I will be sending out a prize to those first 10. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Orzhov Rocketeers. I'm not a fan of this one. 5 mana. When it deals combat damage to the opponent, they discard. Afterlife 2. Just too spendy. High Alert. Gates Ablaze. This is what you need for your gate deck. Deals X damage to each creature, where X is the number of gates you control. Glass of the Guild Pack. I do like the artwork. Just that card's not very good. I think you could probably... So anyway, multicolored creatures you control get +1/+1. You could build a deck around it. I just don't think it's that decent to even build a deck around. Love the artwork on this. Bankrupt in Blood. 2 mana. You have to sack 2 creatures, draw 3 cards. Another Gatebreaker Ram. Rumbling Ruin. And Unbreakable Formation. I like this card. 3 mana. Creature you control are indestructible until end of turn. And if you play this on your turn, during your main phase, there we go, they get a 1/1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain vigilance till end of turn. And an Expose to Daylight. Almost to the finish line. 3 left. Let's take a look. Okay, so Rally to Battle, Acrobat, Drunk Troller, 4 mana for a 0/6 defender. Put target card from the graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. That's not bad. Incubation Druid, I will take that. This is an epic new card for green or Simic, period. So it's 2 for a 0/2. Tap to add 1 color of any mana you can produce. But if it has a 1/1 counter on it, you tap for 3 mana. That is so cool. So awesome. I need more of those. I need more of those. All right, getting down to it. All right, another Angelic Exaltation. Come on. There we go. It's opposed deploy. Tap target creature, draw a card, or create 2/1/1s, and then you gain life equal to the number of creatures you have. Witnessed Infiltrator, another Shockland, 4 Shocklands. All right, and the last pack. Let's take a look. There it is. Sundar Shaman. Eyes Everywhere. McAbry Mockery. So 4 mana, you gain control out of the opponent's library or graveyard, a creature, and then it gets haste and +2 till end of turn, and then it dies. And Repudiate and Replicate. I like that in a Simic deck because you can make a copy of your, actually pretty much anything. Incubation Druid would be a good one, and you're gonna have really good mana. All right, well again, thank you. Trying something a little bit different this time, just having the top down camera. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think and any ways I could help the channel along. Thanks for staying with me and have a great week. I'll talk to you later on.